Hi, I am Ashley Sarin, Program Manager for the Placer County Office of Education, and I work with districts in Placer County supporting them in their implementation of Universal Design for Learning. So what you're about to see is clips and segments from a demo lesson that I did in an 8th grade language arts classroom. We used the Springboard curriculum. This is actually lesson 315 from Springboard, where we focus on analyzing a text, looking at purpose and subject, and using textual evidence in our analysis. Some UDL components that you'll see in this lesson is a lot of explanation of why. Why are we learning this? Why does it matter? How does it connect? So optimizing that relevance, that authenticity, and maximizing transfer. You'll also see options for students. Options for how they can respond to the warm-up. Options for what they want to focus on in their second read. Options for partner work. And in addition, you'll see a variety of movement in the classroom, standing pair shares, splitting the class in two and having them move to other sides of the classroom, just to get that blood and that movement flowing in them. So all of the UDL guidelines are hit in this lesson, 100% of them are, and a few of them will be highlighted for you here. Thank you.
So for today, our essential question, this is the one that you've been working on for weeks, for a while, you're very familiar with it. To what extent can one person make a difference? So that's our essential question for the whole unit that you've been working on. And then our specific learning target for today, students will be able to analyze a text for purpose and subject and use textual evidence to support their analysis. I'm going to give you about 20 seconds. I want you to read that on your own again. See what your learning target is. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick self-assessment. I don't know you, so I don't know where you're at yet on this learning target. So I just want you to do a fist to 5, just a rating scale. So you're going to tell me in the number that you hold up how comfortable you are with this standard or your ability level is this standard. Okay, so look at the standard and say, okay, I have to analyze a text and I have to use textual evidence. So a fist is, I've never analyzed a text before. I don't even know what text evidence is. Hold up a fist. Right? I don't know. A 5 is, listen, lady, I don't know who you are, but I could teach this. That's how good I am, right? So that's a 5. So rate yourself somewhere in between a fist of 5 on your comfort and ability with those two focuses. So you can just hold it up right in front of your chest so you don't have to show everybody if you don't want to. Awesome. Excellent. So I'm seeing a lot of 3s and 4s. I saw a 5. So I might call that person up at some point. We are going to start with a warm-up. So you have your note card in front of you. I want you to take the note card, and on it, I want you to respond to this quote. And go ahead and use a regular pen or pencil. Don't use the markers that are on your table. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to respond to this quote, and I have a timer up here so you'll know how much time you have left over after those 3 minutes. So you have options. You can either explain the quote and put it in your own words, explain what it means. You can give examples of this in action, maybe an example of someone who didn't live for themselves but chose to do something with their life to help other people. You can give examples of that. You can agree or disagree. I agree with this quote, or you know what, I kind of disagree with it. You can write that response. Or if you can think of another response to give, that's fine. We do want you to be writing though. The purpose of the warm-up and the writing is to practice. We all know practice makes perfect. You can't be an amazing baseball player if you don't practice. You can't be a great writer if you don't practice. So we want you to write your answer and your response. Okay? And then you have to use high-level vocabulary. Right? These are your options. You have your vocab words from this week. They're up here and they're in your notes. You have vocab words from last week you can use. You have transition words you can use, or any other high-level vocab. So the speech we're going to read today, the text we're going to read today is actually a speech. It was given by Elie Wiesel, and he wrote Night. And so he won a Nobel Prize for writing Night. We're going to take a few minutes and just review what is a Nobel Prize. I'm sure maybe you've heard of it. Some of you might know what it actually entails, where it came from, but I want us to get all on the same page, so I'm going to activate that background information for you. Just a minute and a half clip here. Okay, so a couple weeks ago you read an excerpt of it. I'm going to have some images on the screen to maybe help you with this, but I want you to take a couple minutes. Pair share, what do you remember about Night? Night was written by a Holocaust survivor, so you can talk about, okay, what's the Holocaust? Maybe activate that background information. Take a couple minutes. Love how you guys are turning back in your books to try to find that information. And I want you to pull on that background. Okay. So now we're going to do just a standing pair share. Same thing, you're going to talk, but we're going to stand up. Because we've been sitting now for 20 minutes. And that's no fun. So stand right where you're at your desk. Talk with your partner. Why should we read it twice? And what is the difference in what's dropping So we're going to jump into our first read. I'll give you the purpose of your first read. This is a quick read. So I'm only going to give you 3 minutes to read it, okay? And I timed it, so it can be done. I want a quick read here. Your only purpose is just to get familiar with the speech. Kind of an overarching, what is he generally talking about? All right, so the first read through is going to be silent, individual, on your own. 3 minutes, your whole purpose, just get familiar with what he's talking about. Let's just take some time. I'm only going to give you about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, to turn to a partner and share what are your initial thoughts. What's the answer? Okay, now with your partner, figure out who's the speaker, what is the occasion for this speech, and who is the audience. Okay?
Yes.
And this should be a little bit of a review to you. So we're going to do a little practice with this. Sometimes it's just easier to understand when you practice with it. Take out your whiteboard. Statement up on the screen. And you're going to write either a P, if you believe that statement is describing the purpose, or you're going to do an S, if you believe that statement connects to subject. We're all going to show at the same time, so you're going to write it. You're going to hide it from your partner. And then I'll say 3, 2, 1, show, and then you'll show me. Okay? And then you'll erase it, and we'll do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, show. Oh, I see a nice blend. Correct answer? Perfect.
I got it.
So it's what the author, the speaker. So I'm going to let you choose here. We're going to read it a second time, and we're going to focus on purpose and subject. If you are going to focus on subject, I want you to come into this row. If you're focusing on purpose, I want you to move to a different seat than you're in now in this side of the office. Okay? So everybody stand up. So I want us to take some time right now and just reflect on our learning that we've had for today. So this was our learning target. Students will be able to analyze a text for purpose and subject and use textual evidence to support their analysis. Right? So think about that. And I want you to reflect, what is one learning that you had today? And then I want you to think about what helped you learn the best today. So was it talking with your partner? Did that help you learn the best? Was it listening to me explain when I was talking about purpose or subject? Was it the teacher that helped you learn the best? Was it the actual reading of the work? What actually helped you learn the best today?
That way you got their ideas and you got your own, so you can kind of have different ideas out there, like different opinions.